we're going to talk today about the power of video, how to use video in your business, and strategic video implementation, which is really the name of the talk, and then we'll do some questions at the end. So to start off, I'm Josh, and I started video production in 2003, so I've been doing this for a minute. In 2012, I launched Evermore Films, which is the company most people know me for, and we do both wedding videos and just all kinds of corporate videos under that brand. And then in 2022, we launched StoryKing Studios, which is a separate brand focused on corporate video, because that's where we're driving. So before we go too far in here, I've got a little movie, because this is a video presentation after all, right? So this is a quick introduction to StoryKing Studios. Amplify your business with StoryKing Studios. We're not just another video production company. We are your strategic storytelling partners. We understand the challenges of connecting with clients, employees, and customers.
Go beyond creative visuals, crafting stories based on strategy. Our videos tell stories and drive results that move your audience to action.
From small local businesses to global players, we're experienced in producing tailored solutions. We collaborate with you to develop a video marketing strategy that resonates deeply with your audience and propels your brand forward.
Our comprehensive video production services span a wide range.
From brand storytelling to TV commercials, social media content, explainer videos, and more.
We excel in crafting customized content to fuel your business success.
Elevate your brand with effective videos that inform, inspire, and influence. Action! StoryKing Studios, your partner in strategic storytelling. So that's a little bit about us. And you probably recognize Mike in the back of the room. He's famous too. Let's talk about the power of video. So if you think about information consumption, we began in history with speaking, and then reading, and then photography was invented, then video was invented. So there's lots of different ways that we consume content and ways that we communicate to people. Today, 93% of consumers prefer to learn about a product or service through video. Video is also going to help with sales. According to these statistics, 87% of marketers feel that video has a direct positive impact on sales. Visuals work for us. Our brain will process visual information 60,000 times faster than it processes text. And 74% of people who watch an explainer video about a product will ultimately buy that product. People prefer to do online research. Most of us do. If you think about your buying habits, I'll bet you go online, you research it, you probably watch some YouTube videos, and eventually you'll buy something. 68% of people prefer to do their own research before talking to a sales rep. So think about that when you go to do your marketing. Just go to YouTube and type in how to anything. It's all there. And that's the way people will do research. Or they'll look up a product review for X product that they're looking to buy. People love videos, and people will consume information very quickly on a video, because a video can take something that would take a lot of words and condense it down really tightly and really fast. Stories can create emotional connections with people, and when we create an emotional connection, we're more likely to remember something. And people love the fact that if you put video on your website, they can have their own Netflix style experience, self-directed, 24/7. They don't have to call, email, text, wait to hear back from you. There's not this back and forth. They're able to get all the information they want instantly as they want it. When you think about your audience, the need for video continues to grow over time, and the younger your target audience is, the more that they're going to want video. So think of millennials, 28 to 43 years old. They love video, and Gen Z loves it even more. So it depends who your market is that you're working with. I'm going to introduce the customer story concept, and actually we'll pass this out on the worksheet, but we're going to come back to this. But I just want to plant this thought in your head. What we've done is taken the traditional sales funnel that usually runs like this, and we turned it this way. So now you have your introduction, which is the awareness phase, the rising action, which is the consideration phase, the climax is your purchase decision, resolution is the loyalty phase, and then the phase a lot of people forget about, advocacy, which we call the sequel. So we'll come back to that. Video is powerful, and you need to be using it in your business. Time for another movie. We're going to look at a video here where we show befores, afters, we show interviews, and you're going to see, watching this video, it's a 60-second video, but the amount of information that's conveyed, if we had to put that into an article, it'd be a long article.
North Bakersfield Toyota was looking to accomplish 3 things with their LED lighting upgrade project: to improve the customer shopping experience and employee experience, to improve sustainability, and to improve security. Linmore LED designed both a lighting and wireless control plan to accomplish all their objectives. The Linmore LED fixtures with our UltraLink Bluetooth wireless controls will reduce energy consumption by at least 90% for the outdoor lighting and 70% for the indoor lighting in the showroom, offices, parts, and service departments.
The wireless Bluetooth controls are amazing. So not only they communicate with each other so they know what each light pole is doing on its own, they come on and off at the right times. We can manage it on our phone, on our desktop, just a really seamless system. The time and attention they've put into their product, you can see it, you can feel it, you can hear it in their voice when they're talking to you about their product. And that made me feel comfortable with buying from them. They stand behind their product. I have no doubts that going forward, we're gonna have a great company for the future.
So you can see one example of how video can communicate so much information quickly, visually, and your brain can process that and understand it. Whereas if you had to put that in text, it'd be like, I'm tired of reading already. So let's talk about how to use video in your business. And this is where I'm gonna go ahead and pass this handout out. So let's get a handful of those. If you guys wanna take those and pass them back. Videos are versatile across platforms. You can repurpose videos for websites. You can put them on social media, email newsletters, presentations. You can use video in so many different ways. And remember that a single video is not enough. Come on in. And when you create these videos, there are so many ways you can use them. It's not just the one video that goes on your website or whatever it may be. Videos also will save you time. Think about information that you repeat over and over again. You've got some spiel that you give every customer or every employee, whatever it may be. Think about frequently asked questions. Think about onboarding. Think about things like that. In this case, we did a video for the Superior Court on their misdemeanor arraignment process. So when they come into the courtroom, here's a video that's going to play, that goes for a while and explains everything. It's in English, it's in Spanish, and it covers all the bases. That way the judge doesn't have to give the same speech in 2 languages every single time they come into a courtroom. Make videos of that kind of information. Now, on your handouts, on one side, you're going to see that story arc. On the flip side, you're going to see 25 ways to use video in your business. I'm going to run through these quickly because you have them on the handout. The idea is you should pick 4 of these things to implement this year in your business. Check off the things you're already doing, circle the things that you should start doing. Video ads. This is the obvious one that we think about, creating ads. Now you can also use videos on your website. Put them in email newsletters. Create a brand story film that introduces your business to other people. Showcase community involvement. Create FAQ videos. If people are asking the same question over and over again, take that question and answer, put it on a video. Lead your industry locally with educational content. If there's nobody in your market who's that leader who's educating people, grab a phone even and just start doing it. Use YouTube to boost your SEO. Biggest search engine is Google. Second biggest search engine is YouTube. And YouTube is owned by Google, and the two work together. So make sure that you're using everything you can to have people find you. Take your website text, turn it into a video so people don't have to read your website. Training videos are going to help you save time and enhance your SOPs. Create a video course for recurring revenue. Use video testimonials. They're highly effective. Rather than just having a text testimony on your website that's like, hey, we liked working with someone. You get a video of the customer saying, hey, we love working with someone, this and that. It communicates trust and a lot more information visually. Don't settle for stock photos and videos. Shoot real content. Stock photos are great, and there's a place for them. There's even a few in this presentation, right? But don't put that as all of your marketing. Videos are going to save you time. Video tours will save you time. So if you've got a venue like, say, this, and you had a video tour walking through, now you don't have to go give that tour in person over and over again. You have it on video. If you have got great blog articles in your website, turn them into videos, put them on YouTube, boost that SEO, get it moving for you. Think about translating your content to Spanish. This is Kern County. That's a major language here, so don't miss out on a huge segment of the market. Show your products on video. Show your services on video. Create case study videos that show client success stories. And show off your expertise through video. If you're an expert at something, don't hide that expertise. So like, hey, I'm an expert, but nobody knows. Like, start making videos. Showcase that expertise. And don't only post photos on social media. Post videos. Give your customers ideas on how to use your products. And if your clients need a lot of education, make videos for that. Don't keep repeating those same things over and over again for that onboarding experience. Create a library of videos about your products and services. Put that on your website. Same thing with FAQs. Show off new facilities or announcements with a video. So you want to get started making videos because they're powerful and they're helpful. Let's talk about strategic video implementation. What's next? So if video is important, and if you have 25 ideas on how to use them, then get started. What's next, right? A beautiful video with a horrible strategy is not going to work. It's going to be like placing a sign in front of a security camera. You can't see anything. So If you use video strategically, it will help your business. What I've learned in the last 20 years of making videos, don't make videos that sit on that digital shelf. Know what's going to suit you. Know what suits your audience. Know what result that you want. And know how you're going to drive that audience to action. Because if you don't have a strategy, if you're just like, let's just make a video, well, it may or may not work. And you might have wasted a whole lot of time and money. But if you have a strategic approach, then you know that that can drive some action for you. So let's come back to this customer story. We have an extra handout here too. If you want to pass that back, thank you. So this is the customer story, and this is a traditional sales funnel turned sideways. So we went over that, and you guys will have a copy of that to look at. So you want to think about where you need videos in this story or this customer journey. And you don't need to produce the videos in order. So you don't have to start at the beginning. It's not a linear story progression. Now your customers go through the story in a linear way, but you don't have to make the videos in that order. You may look at your customer story and say, you know, our problem is not in the awareness phase. Everyone knows about us. But when it gets to the sale, people are just not converting. Okay, so maybe you need a video in that part of the process. So think about where in the story you're having issues and make videos in that part of that customer story. And the other thing to remember is video quality matters most at the beginning of the story and less as you go. It's like dating, right? The first impression matters. But once you've dated for a while, you know, you can relax, and now you're married for 10 years, you can relax, right? So not that you ever want to stop being a good spouse. Not that kind of relaxing, right? But the kind that says you don't have to wear a suit and tie every single day. So you want to put your best foot forward at the beginning. When you're talking that awareness phase, the introduction, that's your advertising. That's your more expensive videos. You get to the end, not so expensive. So here's some examples of that. You would start with ads, right? In that introduction phase. In the rising action phase, now we're making product videos. Okay, they've heard about you, now they're coming to the website, now they're, okay, now tell me about this product or about this service. You make a video about that. And now they're moving into the purchase decision. And they're like, okay, but I still have questions. So you have those FAQ videos where you're detailing out those little FAQs that don't make sense in a product video, but, and the production quality on an FAQ video, like it's a camera talking, right? You don't have to like go out and get something expensive, have drones, like this is an FAQ video, right? So you also want to have things like Zoom videos in the resolution phase, and then in user-generated content. That's the sequel, the advocacy phase. Now you've got a happy client, great. Have them text you a picture of them enjoying this thing and playing with their dog, and you can have that, and you can maybe post that on social media because that's a happy customer, that's user-generated content. The production quality in that is way down here, and that's totally fine because it's a different place in the customer journey. So we've got another movie to show. This is a video we just did for Club Euro, which is opening up next week, and this video fits in the introduction and awareness phase, so it's on that higher end.
Welcome to Club Euro, a beacon of transformation where every step through our Mediterranean-inspired gates is the beginning of a new journey. Beyond these doors, choose your path, the fluid grace of Pilates or the empowering resilience of strength training, each a unique dance of discipline and power. Our expert trainers don't just instruct, they illuminate. Experience the transformation as you become the best version of yourself, surrounded by a community that celebrates every milestone with you. Feel the energy of motivation in motion, the wisdom of informed fitness, and the warmth of our community spirit. Embrace the Club Euro experience, where you don't just visit, you belong. Connect, transform, and shine with us. Club Euro. Join today.
So that video brings us to audience, right? You want to think about who's your target audience, because even a great product still has to have the right customer. You want to define and understand who it is that you're marketing to. Who are you making something for? Because if you make the right thing for the wrong person, it's still not going to work. You have to make the right thing for the right person. And we create customer personas in the marketing world, right? Where we say, let's define this person. This is Susie. She's a computer analyst and she makes $80,000 and she likes to play golf or whatever it is. And so you understand who this person is and what they like, and that's a representation of the person you're advertising to. So you need to understand who that person is so that you know how to reach them and you know where to reach them. Because if your customer avatar doesn't hang out on Instagram and you're making videos and putting them out on Instagram, why aren't we getting any business? It's because you're marketing to the wrong person in the wrong place. So you got to think about where does that target audience go. And again, if that target audience is younger, video is important to them. Video is important to everybody, but especially the younger audience. You also want to think about targeted solutions. What is going to target and attract that audience? What's going to turn them into a customer? So you want to think about what is it that they want? Where do they get their information? How can you best reach them? How can you get your message in front of them? How can you create a message that will resonate with them so that they will like it and understand it? So budget considerations. Video can be professional. It can be DIY. It can be expensive. It can be cheap. You are going to get what you pay for in video production. So if you hire a kid with a camera, you're going to get what a kid with a camera does. And if you hire a big fancy, marketing agency, you're going to get what they do. If you hire a nice video production company, you're going to get what they do. If you hire a guy with a camera off Craigslist, you're going to get what he does. So think about that. It's not only the quality of the video, but it's also the implementation. Implementation is key in the strategic use of video, because again, just having a great video, if you don't put it in the right places, you don't do the right things with it, it's still not going to do anything for you. If you can't afford to hire a video production company or a marketing agency or whatever it may be, it's fine to make content on your phone. Your phone can make great content. And for certain parts of the funnel, that's fantastic. Quick story. I had a client who called me a couple years back, and we're talking, we have this great conversation about, doing some video for him. And I'm like, great, so what's the budget? $500. I'm like, okay, this is a multi-$1,000 project we're talking about here. We can't do this for $500. And so we had a good, respectful conversation. He said, thank you. And he hung up. And I kind of thought nothing of it, went on with my life, right? 3-4 months later, he calls back. And he says, okay, I'm ready for that multi-$1,000 video. And I'm like, great. And he's like, hey, thank you. You explained it well, and I understand the value now, and so I'm ready to do it. So we did it. And we did this great multi-$1,000 video for him. It worked for his business, and they became a repeat customer. And they came back again and again and again and again. And eventually, not only did he spend a total of $50,000 with us, but he spent $50,000 in a single year on video production with us because it was working for his business, and he was using it strategically, and he saw the results. So you can start small, but you might end up big. But why did he spend that money? Because he got a return on it, and it was working in his business. So something to think about. Be strategic in how you use video. That's really the key to the whole thing. Be strategic. So if you're interested in working with us, this is how it works. If you still haven't made a video, hire someone to help you, because you might think, well, I can do it myself. Great. But if you've had 6 months and you still haven't done it, then it's time to hire some help, because you can't go forever and ever without doing it, right? So if you are interested in working with us, we offer 3 ways to work together. We have the consulting option where we guide you and you guys do most of the work. We have the team option where we help you and we do some and you do some. And then we have the full service option where we do everything for you, from concept to end creation. If you're thinking about budgeting for video, and I apologize, the projector's a little smaller than I thought it would be, so you probably can't see these strategic video packages there. But we do have some limited time specials for small businesses that we're running for the next month or two at the beginning of the year, where we've got like $175 for social clips, $250 for content creation, $300 for a sizzle reel. And if you're interested in that, you can come talk to me. Common price points for video production, $2,000, $6,000, $10,000, just some ideas of kind of the ways you can approach creating video for your brand. Obviously, there's lots of things that we can do at lots of different price points that really anyone can do, not just us. But those are just some ideas. So, to recap, accelerating business through strategic video implementation. Video is powerful, and you need to use it. Get started making videos, and be strategic in how you use those videos. So, thank you. Do you guys have any questions?
I want to know, so is that new Euro spa that's in Bakersfield?
That is in Bakersfield, yes.
You marketed to the right client.
You're like, where is it?
You have to wear the beige outfit.
Right.
They force you to change into it when you walk through the door.
Right, yeah, they hand it to you when you walk in.
What's the sizzle? What's the difference between a sizzle video and not a sizzle video?
So a sizzle is just a term for like a really short, like maybe a 1-minute promo type piece that you would put out on social media. So it's going to be vertical. It's going to be just like a bunch of cool shots. It's not like a story. It's not interviews. It's not, a promotional video. It's just like, hey, that's a cool little sizzle reel. Yeah, good question. Any other questions? Yes.
I did a quick one with Bakersfield Choice a year and a half ago.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of cool, but I never got a copy of it to where I could share it on my media.
Ah.
And then, I don't mean to out them, but It was kind of tough to, I couldn't share the video we made.
Right.
It was a one-time whip. So would like the social content, which is where I'm kind of leaning that I need to do a little more with, would that be the 175 to 300 range?
Yeah. If I go back and we can look at that for a second. So social clips is where we give you like 20 short individual video clips. So like we come out, so think of it like getting a photo shoot, but it's a video shoot. So you're going to get individual video clips, and then you can have your person who does social media cut together different reels, and you can repurpose and reuse that, switch that content 100 different ways to extend the use of it, rather than getting just one, like a sizzle reel is just one 1 minute video. It's like, that's great. You can use it, but you can't repurpose it a million times. Whereas the social clips, you can repurpose over and over again and cut them up in different ways and say, hey, let me grab this shot and throw it with this text with it because we're going to make a promotion for this thing, and let me do this over here. And so it's a popular thing with our clients who are active on social media, because they know, hey, I can cut this thing up 100 different ways and take that money I spent on this video shoot and extend it way out. And that's something we will add a lot. The social clips is something we'll add when we do, like say we do a $10,000 project. We'll add the social clips to it so that they're getting, whatever it's gonna be, 50, 75 shot, clips. And it's basically their own stock footage library. That's their own content. And so they can use that over and over and over again and slice it up 100 different ways in marketing. So for example, that Club Euro project, they have the social clips. So you're going to see, if you go on Europhoria's, because that's the main brand, if you go on their Instagram, you're going to see the video we made, and then you're going to see a whole bunch of variations that they're cutting together, because they've got a person who handles their social media. And she's like, great, give me those social clips, and we're just going to bang those things out into 100 different variations as needed. So that's what that kind of thing is for.
Different demographics, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can pay us to cut 100 variations too, but it's just going to cost a lot more.
Right.
If you've got someone who can do it in house, then great. Give them the clips and let them have fun. Yeah. Yes.
So those video, like the Euro spa, who comes up with the dialogue for that? Do you guys write it, or does the client write it and then somebody else just reads it, or? Right.
So that depends on if I go back. Here, that depends on if we're doing the full service option, the team option, or the consulting option. So if you want to go the full service option, we do 100% of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so we would look at your website, we would talk to you, hey, what do you want to say? Great, and then we can go write the whole script for you. Some clients are like, we're going to write the first draft, and then we're going to give it to you, and then you do what you want with it. So like in that case, that's what happens. They wrote the first draft, and they said, hey, here's some stuff we like, and then we kind of polished it off and said, hey, here it is, do you like it? And they like, great, and then we're good to go. So, yeah.
I wish I took creative writing in high school.
Right? It's called ChatGPT. No. No, it is a useful tool, but it's not going to do your job for you. Yeah. Well, great. Unless there's any other questions, we'll let you guys get on with the mixer. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it.